about starting locks, let's do this, not that. Starter Locs edition. I'll break down the best tips to keep your locks in check. Whether you're starting your journey or considering your journey, this video will be able to help you. My name is Monique Bain and welcome to my channel. Our first starter lock tip for the day is washing your locks. Do this. Wash your locks on time. And when I say on time, I mean once a month, every 4 weeks. Now for me, when I started my loc journey, I considered washing every 4 to 6 weeks, but this can depend for everybody. But I would say wash your locks every 4 weeks. This is to keep your scalp clean and your scalp nourished. You can use shampoo. Let's get into our not that. Don't avoid washing your locks just because you're fearing that it's going to unravel. It's not going to unravel once you take the necessary procedures to wash your locks. I just did a tips for washing your locks video. You can check that out on the top here, or you can check it out on my Welcome to My Locs Paradise playlist. Dirty hair will not lock faster, so don't let nobody confuse you that dirty hair will. Second tip, moisturize it. Do this. Keep your locks hydrated with a light oil and a light mist. As for mist, you can use rosemary water, or you can use rose water, or you can use distilled water. As for light oils, you can use castor oil. Jamaican castor oil is a little bit heavy, but I use Jamaican castor oil because my locks are thin. Like, I have very thin hair, so I use Jamaican castor oil to thicken up my hair, and it's also responsible for a lot of my growth. But you can use castor oil, which is very light, almond oil, which is very light, jojoba oil that is very light. It's so much of olive oil that is very light. You can oil your hair. It's always good to make sure your hair has a nice oil because this will keep your locks hydrated and it will keep your locks in check. Let's get into our not that. Don't drench your locks in heavy oils, heavy butters. All of this will cause buildup. Don't drench your oil in every product that they say are for locks because it can also cause buildup. Be careful. Do your research on every product that you're putting in your hair because you don't know what's going to be the damage later on. Let's get into our third tip, retwisting. Do this. Retwist every 4 to 6 weeks, and this is going to help you avoid thinning, and this is also going to help your locks to form. But it's still good to retwist only when necessary. Just because your 4 or 6 week mark is up, don't mean you have to retwist your hair. You can literally take your time. Take your time. You're in the starter lock phase. Let those locks grow. Let's get into our not that. Don't over retwist. Too much tension can definitely cause weak roots, and weak roots is something that you do not want. Let's get into our fourth tip, styling. Do this. Opt for loose style, low tension styles. All of these styles can help protect your locks. No style at all. Let's get into our not that. Don't do tight ponytails, braids, any protective styles over your locks. And by protective styles, I'm talking about putting braids over your locks, putting heavy twists over your locks, just adding any sort of product over your locks. All of this can cause tension, and this can cause thinning later down the line. I am a victim of thinning. When I first started my locks, I did protective style, which is the Faux locks. I put that over my locks, and that caused severe thinning. So I'm here to warn you now. Be careful. Don't do protective styles over your locks. And this can also help with dandruff too, because when I had regular hair, I never had alopecia. When I got locks, it's like I got alopecia. So I'm trying to help you guys. Let's get into our fifth tip for starter locks. Sleeping routine. Do this. Sleep with a satin cap, satin sheet, satin bonnet. Anything satin you can sleep with. Silk is also good. Silk scarf, silk sheet, silk bonnet. It's also good. All of this can reduce frizz, and it also can reduce. Let's get into our not that. Do not sleep with cotton pillows because it will definitely dry out your locks. So if you do decide to sleep with cotton pillows, I would say cover your locks. And you don't want your locks to be dry out, and you also don't want your locks to be weakened. So I would say be careful. Let's get into our sixth tip. Do this. Use light water-based product for hydration. Don't do that. Do not use heavy creams. Do not use heavy gels. Do not use waxes. Do not use products that can cause buildup. All of these can cause buildup, and buildup is something that you don't want because buildup is definitely so hard to come out. So I would say be careful in the products that you are using. And with buildup comes slow locking, and that's also something that I'm guarantee you don't want. Let's get into our 7th tip. Patient with the process. The locks will evolve over time. Just because you've seen other people locks evolving before yours doesn't mean that your locks are not gonna evolve. Your locks are gonna evolve. Your locks are still gonna grow. Your locks are still gonna flourish. It's just gonna take its own time. And I want you to consider everybody has different lifestyles and different backgrounds. So just because you see somebody locks growing doesn't necessarily mean that your locks are not gonna grow. Your locks are definitely gonna grow, but it's gonna grow in its own time. Let's get into our not that. Do not compare your journey to nobody else's journey, because as I said earlier, everybody has different backgrounds. Everybody has different lifestyles. You don't know what that person is doing. You don't know what they are into. You just don't know. So you can't compare your journey. Now it's good to admire and be like, okay, I want my hair to get this length, or I want my hair to reach this goal, or I want my hair to be able to go in this style. That's okay. But as long as it isn't comparison, then I feel like we're on the right track. Everybody hair locks different and at a different pace. Comb, coil locks, starter locks, starters, 2-strand twist locks. Everybody hair locks at a different pace. So you just gotta take your time with everything. Let's get into our 8th tip. Separating. Do this. Regularly separate your locks, and this is vital if you're in the starter lock phase in your lock journey. Now, separating your locks is good because it prevents them from marrying together. When I first had my starter locks, being that I wasn't retwisting as usual, I would separate often, and I would lightly mist my hair, and then I would separate shortly after. And this is just to keep my locks in check. This is basically to keep it from marrying. This is so it can be separated, and it's also good for growth as well, because if your locks marry together, that's gonna be how your locks is gonna grow. Let's get into our not that. Don't neglect your locks. Don't neglect your locks. Neglecting your locks can lead to lock damage, lock buildup, and painful separation. To our 9th tip. Choose the right loctician. Research and find a loctician specs your hair goal and who uses healthy products. This is vital for if you're starting your lock journey. Even somebody who uses healthy techniques. Every stylist is not a loctician. This is something that you definitely have to keep in mind because they really are. Let's get into our not that. Do not go to somebody who uses too much tension or who damages your lock. And you will also know a good loctician, because a good loctician is going to ask you, let me know if I'm doing it too tight. Let me know how your hair feels. When your hair is finished, they're going to check in. How does it feel? You feel any tension anywhere? This is somebody who cares about the health of your hair, not somebody who's just going to style your hair and let you walk on the chair. No. And make sure they are very educated. A loctician is always educated from day one. Any question that you throw them, they can answer. Or even good stylists. You have some good stylists out there who definitely takes their pride in their work and will do the necessary research and go to the necessary classes to get the education. So that's the not that. Let's get into our 10th tip. Embracing your journey. Do this every stage of your journey. Embrace your journey. I really wish I had took more pictures and videos. I took videos, but I wish I took more pictures where I can literally see the length. I didn't take pictures till my 2nd year in my journey, but I still had videos to look at. But embrace your journey every stage. Do not be ashamed of your journey, because it's going to be so fulfilling and so joyful inside to come back and look at your journey and see how far you've become and how amazing it is. It's just amazing. So always embrace your journey. Get into our not that. Don't stress over the awkward phases. Awkward phases is a part of life. If you are in a starter lock stage, it's because your locks are growing. No starter lock stage is considered ugly in any person who have locks eyes. So that's something that you want to be very careful of and be very aware of. Just embrace your journey. And that's the end of my starter lock tips. Do this, not that. If you're interested in more videos like these, you can consider checking out my playlist. Welcome to my Locs Paradise, where all of the playlists will help you, and I will see y'all next week. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the lovely channel and join the family.